Greetings, folks. Stop here, coming at you with a quick safety brief. We read the constructive criticism from the AAR YouTube comment section. I want you to know we hear you. So, like all good Army leaders, we took the feedback from the AAR and we made some changes to today's episode. The bad thing is, we took a hard column left and may have overreacted a bit. So here's our first new song. No AI wrote these lyrics, and believe you me, this is not AI vocals. I just want you to remember, you asked for this. Please enjoy. I wrote this song for the ladies, but fellas, listen closely. You don't always have to wipe the board. In fact, sometimes it's not right to do. Sometimes you have to assess the field and remove a permanent or two. Sometimes you got to see, especially when it's round 15. Sometimes you have to say, hey, I'm gonna path you softly. I'm gonna bolt you gently. I'm gonna doomblade you sweetly. I'm gonna bounce you discreetly. And then you say, hey, I cast a cyclonic. And I say, wait a minute, barely. Could you not overload that spell? Please release me from this hell. That's fucking teamwork! What's your favorite sliver? That's cool with me, it's not my favorite, but I will remove it for you. What's your favorite creature? Oh shit, it's Scoot Swarm, please someone kill it with fire! And then someone pulls out Eldrazi's, and another whips out Atraxa, and I finally get a board state. But then you go and cast farewell. Farewell.
I'm on board, buddy. I'm on board. Recording now. Hello everybody. Welcome to Military Grade Magic. We have not recorded in 3 weeks? 4 weeks? Monday. Yeah. I just mean for the pod. I don't think we've recorded. We did threat assessment. So the unit had drill, and then last week was Memorial Day Friday, and then so I guess this is 3 weeks. So yeah, we're here. Happy to be back. Got all kinds of good stuff to talk about. The video may or may not get published ever. It was trying new software. I am at class in San Antonio, so I'm working out of hotel lobby on my laptop instead of my computer with my usual setup. And software was not super kind to the video, and I don't have the greatest video editing software on my laptop. So when I get home, I'll try to edit it. If it doesn't work out, it's just a good excuse to do it again. But we did, this week we're talking about alternate game styles. So we played an alternate game style, being the Horde. And we'll talk more about what that means and how the game went here in a little bit. But it was a lot of fun. I had a blast. It was the first time I'd ever played that alternate style, and it was a good time for sure. Yeah, that's the best. It's a co-op Magic, and it's the first time where everybody's like, "What do you got in your hand? What are we doing?" What are... but before we talk about any of that, we gotta get into the janitor's closet, sniffing a little bit of cleaner. You know what I mean? And see what's going on.
Oh shit! Hopefully this isn't factual, but my mic wasn't set right on the recording software for the first fucking couple
I did most
minutes.
of the talking. You should be fine.
Yeah.
Keep that in.
Yeah. Right. I mean, it just shows hey, top's valuable too sometimes.
Also, just full frontal here. I took absolutely no notes because I've been I'm trying to get all of my master's class. I'm taking my master's classes and my army classes, so my brain is on the verge. I'm very excited to be talking Magic with everybody today, but there are literally no notes for me, even the briefest of following. So if I sound like I'm losing it, it's because I am. Anyway, that's why I said
Perfect.
smelling the cleaner.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, episode 5 and 6 is what we did this week for back rooms. And let me tell you, no offense, I like backstory. I like getting the deets. The, the last the last little 3 episodes were a little bit of a snooze fest. This week gave me like the heebie-jeebies. I was watching it while I was doing my cool down at the gym, and I almost jumped off the treadmill at a couple points. It
Really?
like spooked me. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I had my headphones in, and it like did the when the episode 5 did the sound dilation,
Mm, mm.
like the distortion of the voice in the middle of the autopsy.
Yep.
I like literal shivers went down my spine. I was like, oh fuck. I was like, this guy's
Yeah.
asking the wrong questions. He's gonna disappear. Um
He's gonna be bye-bye.
anyway, all right, so let's get into it. So episode 5, like I said, is called Autopsy. So it's literally what it sounds like. There is a corpse on a table. It's distorted. You're not gonna see anything too bad. But coroner going over cause of death. When I was first watching the video, I was wondering if maybe it was possible it was the individual from the first episode
Mm-hmm.
is whose body we found, but based off what they were describing is that the person died via malnutrition. Seems unlikely, as we saw him being mangled by a monster at the end of at Old TV Head, as Top would call him.
Yeah.
So most likely not the same kid. So there's other people dying in the back rooms. Anyway, going over a lot of different abnormalities as to what the coroner was finding with the body. With the primary one sticking out is that there was like an egregious amount of bacteria that seemed to be keeping the body from decomposing, which was like the main thing that the
Mm-hmm.
coroner was finding to be odd. And then, like I said, the coroner was like, "Where did you find this guy?" And that's when the audio got distorted, gave me the creeps, and then the video kind of freaked out. So I don't think the coroner made it.
Yeah, I don't think he's
Yeah,
no
any
longer with
thoughts?
us.
Yeah, I think the coroner. I said last time we recorded that I didn't think async was a bad like. They didn't seem to mean any harm. I no longer feel that way.
Do you You've played Resident Evil, right?
Which which
This
which
any
one?
Resident Evil game?
Yeah, of course.
This They're giving me major Umbrella vibes.
I can see that. Yeah, I can
Mm-hmm.
see that for sure.
To kind of jump in here, there was one video before the autopsy where they actually found the body there
Oh,
in
did
the
did
back
I skip
rooms.
one?
Yeah, there was 3 videos to watch, I thought. At least in the screenshot you showed me, there was 3 videos.
Hey man,
Let's pull it
it's
up.
not impossible. Check the tapes.
It was Backrooms Missing Person, so it was going through all the missing people. How it showed
Oh,
there was a plot graph, and then there was a line where the rooms opened in the 1980s. I think it was when they opened. They did the test runs, right, and then they
mhm.
opened the back rooms. And since then, there's been a massive spike in missing persons. And towards the end of
Oh.
that, it
They
is a
find this person.
yeah, it's a found footage of the folks in the hazmat suits, and they
Mhm.
find the kid um,
Okay.
there against the
Okay,
wall with
so
all that stuff growing around him.
I see. Okay, I'll have to go back and watch that one. That's a whoopsie do on my part. So we actually watched 5, 6, and 7 then. Interesting. Was there anything else in that video that we should talk about?
No, it was just them, and yeah, they find the body, and that's kind of it from what I remember.
I gotcha. Episode 7 is what I really want to talk about because that's the one that really had me like I was on the treadmill and I was walking on an incline to like cool down after my deadlifts today when I was watching the video, and I was like, "Do I need to put this on run?" Like my heart rate was going up, like
The
I was getting
anxiety, the
antsy. The
stress.
anxiety.
It's that
So,
fluorescent hum, man. It's every
the
time.
hum,
It's just
the
unsettling.
the trope of horror movies where people make terrible decisions.
Yeah.
When you work for a creepy company and it says, "Hey, you need to walk through this area with a group," you should probably not wander off on your own.
I
You
think
know
I
what
would do
I
if
mean?
I was one of them poor sons of bitches that were going in on these things. I would make it RSOP where your hand had to be on the shoulder of the person in front of you and you're
I get one of
gripping
those rainbow
their
ropes that
yeah.
those kindergartners got to carry. You know what I mean? Well, that one guy at the front had a rope. I don't, or
Mhm.
the tether. Like I would have had everyone just hold on to it.
Yeah. Like everyone's carabiner into it or something.
Yeah, for sure. The only drawback with that, and I don't know if the group is tracking, like async is tracking the monster at that point, but like if one of them got dragged by the monster, like they all probably, you know what I mean, like ragdolling it.
I'm sure they're
That would
willing
be
to
my
make that sacrifice.
sure. I'm sure they are. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know if the people walking in the, but anyway. So yeah, um, going way off already. So episode 7, we kind of get like an employee first day, like, hey, these are your simple rules to follow. You need to always be in at least a group of 3 when you're traveling through the back rooms. It gives us a list of alternate names such as hallways, the door, the machine, the back rooms,
They were not
along.
authorized.
You're not authorized to talk about them outside
Mhm.
of the facility. Yeah.
Yep,
So we're all in a lot of trouble,
we are.
based off what I've been
Async's gonna come
seeing.
for us.
Yeah, yeah, I've had it coming for a while. The so anyway, it starts off with that, and then it breaks away into found footage of our POV character walking through the back rooms with his group. He hears what sounds like a party in the background, and he follows this noise. It's like a rushing sound of music and voices. He can hear it like coming from the walls, and he wanders away from his group. He calls out to his group, asking them if they can hear it. There's a flash, and then his group is gone. Terrifying. And then it's him running through the back rooms looking for his group. To say this part was suspenseful would be underselling it, like I was saying earlier. Nothing happened per se. It was just this constant dread of, I was like, this motherfucker is not looking behind him. He's not checking his surroundings. He's just like giving away his position by yelling, and then also
I think
looking down hallways. But yeah, we eventually get to a hollowed out back doorway, a smaller than usual doorway, with tree wallpaper plastered on, almost on repeat. It looks like a, you know, when your image crashes in a video game and it gets all pixelated and like
mhm.
stacks on top of each other. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
That's what it looked like. We had another beginner video gamer mistake where he walks past a sledgehammer and doesn't pick it up, or not sledgehammer, split axe, sledge maw. What's the word for it? Split maw. That's what they call it. My dad would kick my ass for not knowing that off the top of my head. Split maw. He walks past the split maw, which is like an axe with a hammerhead on the backside, without picking it up. Dumb mistake. You see a weapon by itself, go pick it up, guys.
That'd be heavy
Anyway,
though.
walk through there. There's a bunch of like buildings and that look like they're just like, it looks like like an auto image generated that failed midway through the load, along with looks like rusted farm equipment and just a bunch of other things that just seem very out of place. Anyway, our POV character keeps wandering through the area until he finally finds what looks like the lab door entrance. He buzzes in with his badge. The door opens. He walks through. It's empty. He hollers for help, and then everything goes red and starts flashing, and then the video feed cuts out. Did you have any thoughts on?
Yeah. I think you get a good look at what they're wearing. So they're wearing a hazmat suit, and it looks like they're also wearing pro masks under the
Mhm.
hazmat suit. So not only is the being alone a thing, but the what's the word I'm looking for when everything's like collapsed in on itself, like you feel confined. What's the word that the
Claustrophobic?
claustrophobic, because like you're within a protected suit wearing a mask, and just
Mm.
hearing his voice and how muffled it is. Yeah. And you can hear
Uh,
his like breath rate increase as
yeah.
he starts to freak out more and more, which kind of added to the surreal
Yeah.
immersion of it, right? Another thing, when he
Most
before he crossed that
Oh, go ahead.
threshold into the unfinished area, just how pitch black it
Ooh,
was kind of
mhm.
ominous, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
That was a
No,
bit
I agree.
wild. But when are we going to see TV Head? I figure we would have saw him, but
Brother, that was the thing. They didn't have to do a single jump scare here. It was scary just on its own because I kept expecting him to jump out and he
right.
never did. So
So do you think that
I
control room is something made by the back rooms, or do you think that's another team of async monitoring the back rooms with it?
yeah, I think it's another doorway because they're probably doing lab experiments.
Mm-hmm.
We're not really sure how this space works with time. So I'm wondering if like he got that flash happened, if
Mm-hmm.
like years passed, you know what I mean?
Because that
And
red
like
line wasn't there anymore.
yeah. So like I'm kind of wondering like yeah, exactly. So I'm like I wonder if like a bunch of time passed.
Mm-hmm.
So him buzzed in there like it's like hey, nobody's been using this facility for like 10 years. Like how the hell did anyone get in here? You know what I mean? So that's kind of where my brain jumped
Yeah.
to.
He
I'll be
went forward in
curious to
time.
see if um anything more comes of that. But yeah,
Okay.
very very good episode batch episodes. I will go back and watch episode 5. But yeah, I really really enjoyed it.
I've heard good things about the movie.
It comes out this weekend. There is my wife's not into horror movies. I'm not really either when it comes to like gory stuff, but I'm kind of like think I might go this weekend. It's either going to be this weekend or next weekend. I'm going to go. I haven't decided yet, but yeah, I'm gonna try and hit that up.
They do have found footage pieces to it, so it's not
Oh,
all
yeah,
modern cinema.
yeah.
I think the found
Uh,
footage, like that's the unsettling piece to me, is the found
mhm.
footage.
Blair Witch in it. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? I what I think is crazy is so when he started making this channel, he was 16.
Oh wow.
He's 20 now, and he's like the main producer for this movie.
Mm-hmm.
So like a 20, he can't even buy a drink, and he's producing this movie. So
He has
I
more
like want to
money than I
support.
ever will
Yeah,
at this
but
point,
my thing
probably.
is like I want to support this guy because like someone in Hollywood actually making like an original content
Mm-hmm.
movie. Yeah, it's based off a YouTube thing, but it's his thing. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of like, yeah, give people like this money. Not I don't need to see a remake of
Disney
uh
film.
uh yeah, a Disney film that came out 4 years ago. No shade to
Mm-hmm.
Moana. All of you that are out there are super excited for live action Moana, but like what's the thought process of that? You wanting to film it before The Rock's not super fit anymore? Like, what's the? I don't understand.
Someone said he's off the juice now. He's lost a lot of
That's
weight.
what I. That's what I hear. Yeah, I don't know. He'll tell you that he's never been on the juice. I've heard him in articles say, and I'm like, brother, you might fool some people. You're not fooling this cat. I know that's not
It's
true.
2026, man. Like,
Yeah.
cat's out of the bag. Everyone knows
Yeah.
everyone's juicing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
off on a major topic. I guess they had the enhanced
Like,
Olympics the other day.
I saw that. Yeah.
And like
Brother, I've been talking about enhanced Olympics for a long time.
the it's so funny. I don't know what people's expectations were. I don't care what you like, how juiced up you are. If you're half of the reason those people are so good is because they won the genetic lottery, not because they shot themselves up full of, enhancements. They would have
Mm.
been they would have been great without the enhanced because we know everyone at that level is juicing at some on some form of PED, rather it be doping or like growth
Whatever, yeah.
hormone.
They're
Yeah,
they're doing something, yeah, sure.
everyone's doing something. But they like took a thing of I can't remember what the article was, but they broke down Michael Phelps, and
Mm.
he's like a genetic freak because his body is literally made to be the world's fastest swimmer.
Yeah, his, like, jaw, like, will become
Hmm.
unhinged and, like, to make his face the perfect shape to,
Yeah.
like, break the water. Yeah, I've seen articles on it. It's insane.
So I don't know
And,
what
like
people were
yeah.
expecting on this enhanced Olympics on breaking world records. Like not even like they're saying that some of those 100-meter times wouldn't even beat the best high schoolers in America right now.
Oh, wow. Really?
Mhm.
No, so I've been talking about enhanced Olympics for a long time, but I am a big proponent of what some people call the Steve clause in the
Okay.
Olympics. Have
I
I
have
talked to
never
you
heard
about
of such
this?
a thing. No.
Okay, so my pitch to make the Olympics exciting again, because it's kind of lost its flair, it's kind of lost its pizzazz. Each country is going in the Steve clause. Each country has to produce a Steve. Steve can be male, female, whatever, but it's just a lottery. Someone over the age of 18 and under the age of 40. And Steve is just a random person. They are not expected to win, but it's just supposed to be your control to show like, hey, these people are swimming the 100 meters and like I don't know, however fast, right? But Steve is doing it in like 8 minutes because this is hard as fuck. You know what I mean? When you're watching all these people on these super high level, you're like, well, yeah, I could do that too. We need Steves out there to show, and they get paid, of course. But there'd be people rooting for Steve, like, get out there and try your best, Steve. You're doing
Well,
great. You're doing the
wasn't it
Lord's work.
the last Olympics there was that Turkish shooter who would just
Yeah,
walk up and just like he got
in his
third and he
pocket.
wasn't wearing
Yeah,
any of this fancy equipment.
yeah,
It's just like, fuck it, I'll give her a go. And he just happened to be very good at shooting.
yeah,
Like, and then every curling team in the history of curling looks just like a bunch of neighborhood dads who got together on a bet and then they wound
yeah.
up in the Olympics somehow.
I agree.
It's
They're
so
living
good.
their best lives. But anyway, I start the petition, the Steve clause. I'm all about it. I think it would be and I this isn't to make fun of people. I want them to get paid. They get to go to different places around the world. And it's just, hey, just go swim in an Olympic pool. Try your best. Just so the people at home can see how hard it is. And yeah.
Well, I think people
Um
take it for granted, right? Because they're everyone who competes is
yeah,
the highest of caliber. If you were to put,
exactly.
you know, John
Steve.
Doe, Average Steve next to them,
Mhm.
like everyone knows Usain Bolt's fast, but if you were to put, Johnny Two Cents from down the block up against him, you would just be like, just that the level is unreal.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
It
yeah,
puts it
he
in
would be barely getting
perspective.
off the start line, he'd be finishing, yeah. No, exactly, that's what I wanna that's what and again, it's not to make fun of somebody, we need to see the gap between,
Yeah,
heaven and earth, you know what I mean?
sure, I get you.
Um, yeah, so that's the Steve clause, which our videos are getting out there, I haven't talked to you about it, our last gameplay where we all played our Toxic Commanders,
Mhm.
over 250 views, my friend.
Ooh. I don't remember
I
who I
logged
played for
into
my toxic who was my toxic commander? I don't even remember.
you played your Go deck.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Yep.
Yeah. You
That's
won
right.
the game. What are you talking about? But yeah, we had over 250 views. I was like, that's crazy. So yeah,
Hey,
thanks everyone for watching our videos. We appreciate it.
hell yeah.
Sharing them and what have you. So yeah.
Quick
And if you're
tangent.
watching and you're not subscribed, please do so.
Quick
Go ahead.
tangent.
Tangent.
So, I sold some secret layers recently to a warrant officer and I posted some others on and they were Jurassic Park. My Jurassic
Mm,
Park secret layers I had like Life Will Find a Way and then the Ian Malcolm one.
Yeah.
and he reached because he bought the Princess Bride one from me. I guess him and his
Oof.
wife watch it every year, a couple times a year. So he's like has this woodworking shop, and he's gonna build her like this thing, and it's pretty. Like
Aw.
he shot me some of his products. Like I'm
Yeah.
very very impressed. So
Yeah.
anyway, so he's like he messaged me again. He's like, "Hey, is this still available? Jurassic Park is my favorite movie of all time." And he
My
shows me his
man.
picture of his Jurassic Park like Funko Pop collection, toy collection, and in my head I just started laughing because I know Jurassic Park is your favorite movie of all time.
It's the best movie of
And
all
I'm just
time.
I
I'm
asked him, I was
sorry.
like, "What is it with warrant officers and digging Jurassic Park? Like,
We were
you're
all dinosaur kids. I don't know what to
yeah,
tell you.
maybe." But, I'm like, "Well, I got this Ian Malcolm one. If you I haven't posted it yet, do you want it too?" And he zooms in, he takes a photo. His Funko Pop of Ian Malcolm's actually signed by Jeff Goldblum.
No fucking way. That's so
Yeah.
cool.
So
Did you ask him to be on the pod?
I haven't. I gave him our QR code for the pod
Oh,
sticker. So if
yeah.
you're listening out there, my guy, hit me up. But we'll have you on
Yeah.
so you Chiefs can
Come
talk
on the
shop.
pod.
He's
Well,
going TDY, and then he'll be back. But yeah,
cool.
if you're out there,
Yeah.
my man, you know who you are. You got my number. Hit me up. We'll have you on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still working on my dinosaur deck. I got some pieces from Moose. But
Do you have a
yeah, I'm
commander lined up?
yeah, I'm gonna do I know it's not Chris Pratt, but I'm gonna do Chris Pratt and his raptor from the Jurassic World movie.
Blue and someone, right?
It's Owen Grady, yeah, but
Mm,
it's Chris
mhm, mhm.
Pratt to me. It's the only way I'm gonna announce him when I'm summoning him. It's a
I
counters
summon Chris
matter.
Pratt.
Summon Chris Pratt to the battlefield. Um, okay, I'm gonna finish this story, and then I have another story.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's a counters matters deck, and it's all so obvious. So if you've never played counters, so the way blue works is any counter type of counter that he has, she has on her, all other dinosaurs have that counter too. And the way Owen Grady works, because they're partner commanders, is tap Owen Grady, give trample first strike, 1/1 counter, whatever to blue. So I just have a bunch of like giving an indestructible counter to blue, and it's like, well, now all my dinosaurs are indestructible, so it's gonna be a good time. I'm excited to run it. Yeah, so that's that deck. It's slowly in the works. I'm trying not to spend a lot of money until the Hobbit comes out, and then then the coffers will be open. But so I'm like I said, I'm in San Antonio, which is where Moose is at. So Moose had me over for Memorial Day weekend. I went over to his house for a cookout. And we played some Magic. He was playing Toph, and I know you've never watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, but Toph in the show is blind. That's like her big deal. She's the blind bandit. She's the best earthbender in the whole world because she senses vibrations through the earth. She doesn't like try to see things. She just feels the vibrations in the earth, and she does all of her earth bending magic, whatever. So the way so Moose, every time he would play a land, every time a land enters the battlefield, it triggers Toph. So he would go every time he'd play a land, he'd go, and Toph will not see the earth or the land enter the battlefield. I was like, come on, man.
He was
like
riding
like
that,
turn
huh?
16, like playing his 16th land. He's like, and Toph will not see this land entering the battlefield. I was like, yeah, I get it. She's blind. I got the
Okay.
joke. Anyway, it was a good time. Good playing Magic in person with Moose for the first time in a couple of years. We had played 3 games. It was a good time.
Had it been since deployment for you?
Since I played with him in person,
Yeah.
during Wobik, we played a couple games
Okay.
here in but yeah, so this was I was gonna miss him, but he's gonna end up being here the whole time I'm here now. So we'll clash a couple more times. I'm hoping next week we'll start having some excuse me, we'll have some spoilers for the Marvel set, and we can do another round of new set draft. The new hottest game, sweeping the nation. So we'll do some new set draft, and we'll have Moose on, of course, for that, because he's our new set guy. So have him on, play some games.
I'm about that life. I'm on
Mm-hmm.
Cards of Kingdoms right now. Only a handful of cards looks like have been spoiled so far. There
They
isn't much.
released, well, they had the cards that were spoiled. I'm assuming at this point Wizards is doing it on purpose, where they were like releasing a handful of cards for the next set with the set that's going on right now. You know what I mean? So like they had a
Mhm.
handful of cards get spoiled in quotations with Secrets of Strixhaven. But other than that, they haven't released anything else. So
Okay.
I've been seeing a couple of, and again, I don't want to talk about cards that are like leaked, and you're only seeing them off images on
Mm-hmm.
Reddit because I don't know. A, I don't know if that's legal, and B, I don't know if they're real. So with
The
the way
Pinkertons will
AI
come for
is,
you.
yeah, well, yeah, the Pinkertons, the Bradberries,
Yeah.
the Bradberries will get me. But yeah, I just don't want, and also, I don't want to be telling everyone like, "Ooh, this new Iron Man card is gonna be amazing." Which one of the cards I saw is an Iron Man card. I'm like, if that's a real card, like every blue artifact deck in the world's gonna get this card. So you can look that up on your own time. If it's real or not, you be the judge. But like I said, it's super grainy. It's kind of hard to tell. AI is getting really good. I don't want to just assume, and I don't want to talk about
Yeah.
it. And if it's not real,
Okay.
so you want to go ahead and do the ad, and we can start getting
Oh
into
shit. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
mhm.
Yeah. 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 All right. So we're here to talk about the trilogy of all trilogies, the Terrawaste Industries trilogy, to be at that, a tale of greed, a tale of innovation, and a tale of progressively less product. First, we were brought Bod, the Fellowship of the Bag. At an age long forgotten, the master craftsmen of Terrawaste Industries forged the first great products. From the fertile grounds of undisclosed locations came Bod, bag of dirt, bound in a rugged sack and marked with phrases such as all natural, earth sourced. Bod captivated consumers across the realm. Farmers didn't need it, gardeners didn't want it, yet thousands purchased it. A fellowship was formed, wallets were empty, shareholders rejoiced. But in the boardrooms of Terrawaste Industries, a darker ambition stirred. That ambition brought us SOS, the two turds. The success of BOD brought unprecedented wealth to Terrawaste Industries, yet the executives hungered for more. Within the depth of the executive tower, a new product was conceived. SOS, sacks of shit. Many believed it was impossible. Many believed consumers would finally draw the line. Yet, they were wrong. Across the land, consumers proudly purchased premium sacks filled with previous generations had left behind in the fields. Profits surged, stock prices climbed. Reason itself began to fade from the world, yet Terrawaste Industries gazed upon the growing empire. They realized there remained one final frontier, a product of no manufacturing cost, a product with no ingredients, a product that was nothing. Today, I am proud to reveal the final product in this amazing trilogy, the Air Supplement System, the return of the scam. The age of dirt has passed. The age of shit has passed. The age of air has begun. From the highest peaks to the deepest valleys, to the busiest OCIE warehouse waiting rooms, to the finest military motor pools, Terrawaste Industries gathered its most ambitious creation. Each ass is contained within a cardboard atmospheric preservation chamber and sealed with authentic military grade 100-mile-an-hour tape to ensure the precious contents inside remain secured until delivery. No longer burdened by the weight of dirt, no longer constrained by the logistical hazmat of shit. Ass transcends physical products entirely. From within
I've
every
got
box,
really bad news when you get done with this.
from within every box lies the greatest resource known to mankind, air. As the final seal is broken, the contents escape into the atmosphere from which they came. The consumer is left with only the cardboard box and the profound realization that they have completed the journey. The trilogy is complete, the prophecy fulfilled. Ad read over. What are you going to point out here?
People are really doing this in real life,
What's
selling
that?
bags of air to people.
Uh, hey, uh, it's kind of why I'm leaning into it, right?
Okay. Yeah, I like when I saw it, I was like, that's not fucking real. Like, but yeah, it's a real thing.
Like you can buy
Like
air
120,
from
like
all over the world.
$120 for a
Oh
can of
my
air or
god.
whatever, like clean mountain air. And I'm like, you're so full of shit. Whatever. I was really hoping it was gonna be a drink, and I was gonna be like, I actually
Oh.
got a can right here because I'm gonna open one right here.
I don't know. I was just thinking,
A little AMSR for you folks at home.
I was part of the fun on making these is coming up with an acronym, right?
Mm.
And
Oh, it wasn't lost on me.
the air supplement system, ass. Perfect. Perfect.
Get you a big bag of ass.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's this week's ad read. More or less a not necessarily an ad read, but a preview of the final
Of the
trilogy movie.
future.
Of the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Future is
I thought I
now.
would tie it in with Lord of the Rings, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no. The Tale of Two Turds. It got me right here in the feels. Good shit.
Fellowship of the Bag
No,
was
that was
my
last week.
favorite.
That's my bad.
Yeah.
Um, very good ad read. I think
Yeah.
it's just you up against yourself. I think it's sack of shit versus. I'll have to go back and check the tapes when we have somebody on again to see what it's up against. But yeah,
Well, I'm
we'll
pretty
we'll find out.
sure what was it? Astro picked your thing, didn't he?
Did
When he
he?
was on last,
Oh
I'm pretty
yeah,
sure he did.
GLP2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right. All right, GLP2 will be
Yeah.
up against ass. That's
Mm-hmm.
really, honestly, that's the way it should be. This is the right thing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So this week we're talking about our primary topic is all about alternate ways to play Magic the Gathering, mostly commander format. And you might be thinking to yourself, well, why would I want to play alternate forms of commander? Sometimes you need to get out of your rut, you need to play a different style, different way. You know, Commander is a 4-player format for the most part, so when a fifth person shows up in the pod, you don't want to just shun them and not play with them. So sometimes you got to get creative and have alternate ways to play. And yeah, that's what these other formats are all about, in my opinion. So like we kind of alluded to when we started on Monday, Memorial Day, we played a Horde style game. So Horde is where like we said, so the five of us, apologies, we were all on one team, and we all shared one life pool, and we were all working together to defeat the zombie horde that was cascading upon us. I think on turn 6, the opponent was swinging for 80 at us, and
Mm-hmm.
we won by an erode. So
It was the new card that I pulled from
yeah, it was
Moose's Whatnot
it's a
channel.
new version of Swords of Plowshares. It was a hell of a pull. We were done for if it hadn't been for top pulling that, and then Astro board wiped the next turn, so which was saving grace. It was a lot of fun. It would have been more fun in person, I think. The technological difficulties presented some challenges, but it was a lot of fun. I had a blast. For a basic overview, if you want to build one for yourself, so what you got to do is you get the Horde has 0 lands. They have infinite mana, so they can cast whatever they pull every turn, and you just put a bunch of tokens in there instead of lands. I put about 65 tokens in mine, and then some creature support, some sorcery, some board wipes, things of that nature. And you just at the beginning of each upkeep, the Horde just mills they reveal cards from the top of their library until they reveal a non-token creature or non-token, a non-token permanent or a sorcery or whatever. And other creatures have haste. They have to swing with everything every turn, and it's just everybody scrambling to work together to survive, basically. So I I thought we were gonna die 2 or 3 times there. So the fact that we pulled it off was amazing. It was really, really cool. And yeah, it was just a lot of fun seeing everyone's decks work differently. Very rarely am I uh champion feather to swing for 28 in one turn, but there we were we were doing it.
And I didn't even have
So
any of
yeah.
my damage doublers out. That's the crazy bit.
Yeah, but you had Stormkiln Artist where you
Oh,
were literally playing your entire hand every turn, so
so good.
it was wild,
That's
gang.
so good, wasn't it?
Wild. Yeah, so I will put when I do post this on YouTube, I will post all of the rulings for these. This one included. I'll put the rulings down there. So if you guys want to build your own, and I'll even put the link for our Horde deck. Our Horde deck was based off zombies. It was a lot of fun. We'll definitely do it again. But if I ever build another Horde deck, I kind of want to build one that's like Terminator style, like artifacts. So like just get a
Ooh.
bunch of different types of artifacts tokens, and just like
Mhm.
some are flying, some are not, some are however many artifacts are on the field, get +1/+1. Oh, it would be disgusting. It'd be a lot of fun. There's a lot of artifact synergy too, so it'd be really easy to build.
I think what you built, like I said during the recording, if it ever makes its way to YouTube's, I thought that was the right amount of difficulty to where
Hmm.
we were on the ropes, I think twice. We needed the board wipe from Astro, and
So
good.
they were swinging 80 at us. You blew up the commander. We blocked just enough damage. We had 10 life left over.
Yes.
And then on the next turn, Astro pulled a board wipe because he was able to draw 28 cards. Like literally, like because we were he had a card where it was like however much damage they dealt this turn, he got to draw that many cards.
Mhm.
So he did 28 damage. He got to draw 28 cards. He's like, hey, I found a board wipe. Is everyone cool if I board wipe? And we're like, yes, please. We're gonna die next turn if you don't. So it was one of those, and like, yeah, he board wiped us, and we Charlie Miked, but like, it was never like that last turn. I think I pulled a blind obedience where like all the opponent's creatures had to like come in tapped, and it's like, all right, well, we're gonna win now. Like, I'm not worried about you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah, after that it was kind of like, whatever. I think we got it in the bag, but like leading up to that turn, I was like, we're gonna fucking die. So
Yeah,
it was a doozy.
we weren't in a good spot.
No, but like you said, for 5 people to take on one NPC opponent, you know what I mean? Like, I think it was the right level of difficulty. It was a good time.
Well,
I had a
you
lot of
have to
fun.
build that horde deck with a lot of control
Yeah,
and
sure.
board wipes. And that's what was killing us, right? We would get a great board state. Like, so Scooter, he was set up to where his commander had Basilisk Collar. So he was just killing everything on site all the time. And then that all got wiped away. We're like, oh, well, there goes our control. But I think doing the rolls.
I think Scooter was the unsung hero of that game
Oh,
for
sure.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
That dude was killing zombies and gaining life and everything,
The
like,
support in
for
every
nothing.
game is the unsung hero.
Yeah.
I was the
I mean,
DPS. I take all the glory because I'm out here swinging for with big bats.
yeah. When I volunteered to be the healer, I was like, I'm not gonna get any. There's not gonna be any glory had in being the
Nope.
healer, but keeping us in the game is what matters to me.
Unless you had, the only thing I thought is if you had Aetherflux Reservoir and somehow you got us to above
Yeah.
50, and then you can just, we got them to like 49, and then we can, yeah, just straight up,
Just
big bang attack 'em, you know what I'm saying?
hammer, hammer of God. Oh,
Yeah, Death Star just right in their face.
That would have been the only way we would have. Yeah, the only way I would have done it. But a lot of ifs.
You know, the
No, that was
more
a.
go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Oh,
No,
I
no,
was
you got it.
so I've said multiple times that building this Freddy Krueger deck, and the more I'm building it, the more I'm like I'm building this as the arch enemy. The table has to all gang up
Mm-hmm.
to uh to take me out. Just the basis of it. Maybe you can speak for building that deck, but mine it is all unique cards. I'm currently at 25 unique cards I have built to include tokens, and I'm gonna put 40
That's more
lands.
unique cards than most commander precons have
I know.
anymore.
Yeah, it. I'm starting to run lean because all of my fun ideas I've already had. So I think I may, to meet my deadline at the end of May, I may have to put in some regular Magic cards because it's getting more and more hard, more and more difficult to make a card.
Sure.
Anyway, but how was it building that Horde deck in terms of like difficulty?
Well, like I said, 65 tokens, so
Mm,
that's a huge chunk of the deck,
hmm.
right? So
No
you're truly
lands.
coming up with no lands. I don't have to worry
Hmm.
about, and so really it was like I need Anthem
Yep.
and I need
Board wipes.
board wipes basically. So I was like, what is the worst possible thing that could happen to me ever, you know what I mean? So it's like Pox is pretty fucking bad. Yeah, let's put Pox in there. So yeah, I mean that was the mindset. It was literally Torment of Hailfire is in there where it's like everyone's got to sacrifice a creature, and if you can't, you lose 3 life. You know what I mean? Like just bullshit stuff like
Well,
that. There's
Massacre Girl was the next card up, and that would have wiped the board.
no, not Massacre Girl. Meat Hook Massacre
Oh, Meat Hook
was
Massacre.
in
Okay,
there.
okay, okay.
Yeah, and it was every time. Yeah, we were gonna every time one of his creatures died, or every time one of our creatures died, we were gonna lose 3 life. Like it was gonna get bad.
Yeah. I don't think we would have lasted another round. Maybe two. One max.
if
I
meat
doubt two.
if Meat Hook Massacre had gotten on the field, that would have been bad.
Mm-hmm.
If he had gotten if Meat Hook Massacre had been on the field, obviously before the board wipe we would have lost. But like if that next turn Meat Hook Massacre had come on the field, it would have been over because we wouldn't have been able to keep the horde off. You know what I mean? It's just one of those
Yeah.
things where like and also and one of the other things about the horde is that like the horde was regaining life every upkeep based off a dice roll. So like a couple of dice roll difference, you know what I mean? Like if because a couple of those times I was in like the single digits. So like if he'd gained more life and it would just survive just enough, you know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
it could have gone the other way too. So because we were swinging balls to the wall to finish him off. So like if he survived, right? If the horde had survived, we would have been Dunzo Funzo with him overrunning us anyway. So no, it was a good time. I had a lot of fun. I want to
Good.
do it again in the not too distant future.
Okay.
Maybe a 4th of July game or something. Maybe we'll play another horde game if we can all coordinate.
I like it.
Um, I
So
like it.
we have Horde. The other one that we played, and we talked about this before we started recording, is we call it Kingmaker. There's probably an official term for it.
Though the reason I thought we always called it Kingmaker, that has a different annotation in Magic the Gathering where you can't win, but you can set somebody else up to win. You have to pick who's going to win. We call that
Mm-hmm.
Kingmaker too. What Google called it is Kingdoms.
Yeah.
Why don't you break Kingdoms down for the
So
group?
there's other. It's based on a game type that I first knew about outside of Magic the Gathering. It was a game called Werewolves, where everyone has a role and no one can reveal what role they have other than the king. The king has to make himself or herself known. The objective is, oh, I guess I should go through the roles. You have the king, you have knights, you have the assassins, and then you have a usurper. So 4 roles. And the king wins if him and the knights take out the assassins and the usurper, correct? Or is it just the assassins need to die? I can't recall right now.
The assassins and the usurper has to
Yeah, so
die. Yeah.
all the enemies have to die. So that's how the king and the knights win. The usurper wins if he kills the king, becomes the king, and then finishes the kingly
Yeah,
duty.
so if the usurper has the hardest job. The
Hmm.
usurper has to kill the king, and then once the king dies, they become the king, and they have to survive the
Yeah.
rest of they have to survive until
And then
um the assassins are all dead.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then finally the assassins win if they're able to kill the king. And again,
If
no one
they kill the
knows,
king.
yeah, no one knows
Yes.
who anyone is until either they die when a character is life goes to zero, they have to reveal their role to the table. Um so there's a lot of espionage, a lot of politics going on. Because you can't
And
just.
also
Mhm.
and also, the most fun you'll ever have is when you pull the king and everyone is kissing your ass. 'Cause they're like, "Oh, I would never betray you," and they let you literally do whatever you want.
Yeah, yeah,
First
yeah.
time we ever played this game, I was playing as the Mothman, and I was like, "If you're really my knight, you'd let me give you 13 radiation counters," and they were like, "Of course, my king," and I was like, "This is the most fun I'm ever gonna have with this deck, like, people begging me for radiation."
So we played this game at our last, I'm just gonna call it FTX last month.
Mhm.
And it was how many did I say? There was one, two, three, four, five, six, there's seven of us. I don't know if I've ever been the usurper, but I pulled the usurper and
Mhm.
I played
It's a
braids.
doozy.
Yeah, so
Okay.
my braids group hug backstab deck. I thought this would be the best one to set me up in a position to take out the king at a like a moment's notice outside
Yeah.
of Obosh, but Obosh draws so much aggro. I knew that I wouldn't
Yeah.
be able to stick around. So I ended
For
up
sure.
killing the king, and then I went mad king mode and killed everyone at the table.
Oh,
So
wow.
how your boy managed this, he dropped a blight steel and
Of
then he
course.
made 6 copies of it.
Oh my gosh. Not
uh
only am I the king, but everyone else is fucking dead.
yeah. So there was another guy who ended up being a knight, and I think Dino was the king, by the way. It was pretty funny. I don't know why this particular individual, he was sitting right across from me. We were in cahoots to take out the king together for some reason. I don't know why he wanted to kill the king. There came a point where we looked at each other across the table. I winked at him and he nodded. And I was like, okay. I didn't know I thought he was an assassin. I didn't know he was a knight. So I thought he was an assassin. And I'm like, all right, I think I can do this because he was before me in turn order,
Okay.
and I put all the blight steals on the field at the end of his turn because I had flash on the table. I think I had the ley
Oh,
line or something. So I had
brother.
all my mana up and I had all of like my power gloves and
Yeah,
the
of course.
cage sun. So my basics were tapping for like 4, dude. It was bananas. I also had Sphinx of the Second Sun out. It was getting disgusting. Um, so
I
I
wasn't even there, and I'm rubbing my temples because my head hurts thinking how much mana you had. Okay.
so yeah, I killed the king and I took out I think our AGR motor guy and our one of our new young junior enlisteds with my blight steals. I needed to leave some untapped as blockers for the crackback from the assassins. Um,
Sure.
but the next turn, I put down art. It's not art type of imagination. What is it called? Something of
No, that's it.
imagine.
It's where they all
Yeah,
get
art type of
flying.
imagination.
Yeah.
Yeah, I threw that down and I swung in with flying colossuses at everyone. I'm just like, I don't care if you're knights. I am the Mad King. Everyone's dying. I can't trust any of you.
Yeah, I'm the infect king.
Yeah. Uh, I enjoy those game modes like that so much more than a standard like pod 4v 1v1v1v1.
The
It just
the
brings in
yeah,
so
so
much
the
outside riffraff to it. It's like, no, fuck you, you're an
yeah,
assassin. No, fuck you.
the thing I don't like about free for all is because everyone's kind of poking and not wanting to overextend themselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in kingdoms, the the politics of it, which we don't usually do a lot of politics
No.
of, but the politics of kingdom is so much fun
Mm-hmm.
because it's just such a oh well, like obviously I'm not going to attack you, and it's like based off your actions I think you're the usurper, or I think you're
Mm-hmm.
the assassin, you know what I mean? It's trying to get everyone
Yep.
else on the table to jump on them. It's so much fun, and like nobody takes it personally because we're all role playing a character, right?
Mm-hmm.
As in, I don't know, it's just a lot of fun. I really really enjoy it. It's one of those like you're almost looking for a fifth person so you can play that mode just because it makes it go a lot faster. And it's more fun for me,
The
for sure.
being the bad guy is the most fun role other than the king. I like being the king and playing
Oh
like
yeah.
a deck to where it's just like if you were, like your Mothman, right? Like if you were my knight, you would let me do this, you know. Uh,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
but the 4D chess you
only
have to
only an
play.
assassin would only an
Yeah.
assassin would block me.
but but the 4D chess you have to do as an assassin or a usurper to set yourself
hmm
up in a position to where your threat assessment, where the king can't look at you and be like, that mofo is going to be able to knock me out in one turn, kind of a bit,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
It's and then sometimes as an assassin, you have to, like, if the game's not moving along and the king, because if you dilly dally, the knights and the king will get in a position such that you're just not going to be able to really take them out, unless obviously a board wipe's thrown. But if you throw, that's when you reveal
Sure.
your hand, though, right? I'm board wiping. That's when sometimes you have to bite that bullet. You don't know who your
I think
partner is, but it's
that's
like,
the
okay.
thing. You don't know who your partner is, but also once you reveal that you're the assassin, there's no taking
Yeah,
it back. You know
there's
what I
no,
mean? Like
yeah.
you hyperextend and this happened in one of the games we played. I was a knight and someone swung. The assassin revealed themselves. They thought they had an open board and they swung and I fogged them.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like one of those like, well, all turrets turned to him. Even the other assassin was like, I gotta fucking kill this guy to prove that I'm a knight. You know what I mean? Like it was just the only way they could stay in the game. So it's just I don't know. I love that format.
Mm-hmm.
Werewolf and what's the other one? Secret Hitler. Those kind of games are so much
Yeah.
fun for parties and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. So yeah, just bringing that element to Magic, which is already an awesome game, just adds even more layers to it. So yeah, cannot recommend it enough if you've not played that mode. Highly, highly suggest it.
What's another
Okay.
game mode we're going to talk about here?
The other one is they call it pentagram, or
Oh, yep.
you look at the back.
Yep.
Sometimes we call it colors.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a Magic the Gathering card in front of you, you can look at the back. Let me pull one
We can
here.
throw one up on the screen using
Yeah, yeah,
technology.
yeah. But the future is now.
Yeah.
Um, So on the back of your Magic the Gathering card, you have a pentagon, pentagram, whatever you want to call it. It's got all your colors on there, right? So basically, everybody in if you have 5 people and you need to play and you want to play a game of Magic with all 5 people, everyone gets assigned a color based on where they sit on the table. And basically, your opponents. So I'm going to use green because it's the best color in the game. If you're looking at the back of the card, green would be going up against blue and black, and white would be going against red and black. and blue would be going against green and red, and you can follow the rest, right? It's the two colors not touching you.
They call it
Those are
the
your
enemy
opponents.
colors.
The enemy colors, sure. You
Mhm.
can do that too. Um,
No.
what does that mean?
Magic truly does call it the enemy colors.
No, I know.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you're smarter than me. I know. It's okay. Anyway, train of thought. Your enemy colors, so those are your opponents, and the only way you win is by both of those people losing. So what does that mean? So this is the weirdest alternate games I've ever played, in that you can get knocked out of the game and still win if the conditions are met. If your opponents both lose before the person to your left or right loses, you might still end up winning the game even though you've been knocked out already. Basically, is how the game works. And multiple winners can happen very easily depending on the board state at the end. But yeah, a lot of fun. This one, less espionage and trying to plan, and a lot more of direct focus on people. I think this one is the best one for slow burner decks. Like I've been known to run, because the person sitting across from you won't see you necessarily as a threat. So they'll be focusing on the person to your left or your right that's making some big plays, and you'll just come in and knock them out when they're least suspecting it. So that's a lot of fun for me. But yeah, I think that's another alternate mode. Really all there is to it. You just need to knock out your enemy colors. The person to your left and your right, you can make alliances with. Sometimes you're trying to screw them over so that they can't knock the person out that's going to let them win before you knock out your people. So, just different modes. But yeah, any thoughts on that one?
I just when we played this on deployment last time, I really liked this one. This went quicker than Kingmaker. Kingmaker
Oh, for
can
sure.
go,
Yeah.
set down. It's gonna be a minute. Like better bring some snacky doos with you.
Well, this is
Some
probably, if
some
you're
pokey bait.
playing Kingmaker, if you're playing Kingdom or Kingmaker or whatever you're gonna
Hmm.
call it, right? That's probably the only game you're gonna play for 2 hours or so,
Yeah.
right? Like this is we're locked in. We're playing Game of Thrones right now.
Hmm.
Uh, get your affairs in order.
So I really like this one because again, it's like 4D chess in a way. You have to protect, but yet deny the person to your immediate left and right because they are the two going against you. But if they go out, that sets the people up from across from you up for a win.
Hmm.
uh so it's fine, it's finding that fine line of when can I make my big play, and when what do I hold up to really just screw over the people
Yeah, for
from
sure.
taking out their guy. And I think we had a game or two where a person was out, but the conditions were met for them to win and they won.
One, yeah. Hmm.
Hmm.
And I'll tell you what caused that is Mr. Rakdos player here making it where the whole board was losing life every turn or whatever he was doing. Like, and it was just like, oh, whoops, I accidentally killed player blue. Oh shit, Chief's been out of the game for 15 minutes and you just won. I'd be walking back in from the latrine or whatever. And like, hey, Chief, you won. I'm like, what?
Oops.
Cool.
It's so
No, it
fun.
is a lot of fun. It does go much faster if you're looking to play a couple more games instead of just one big long one. But yeah, I have a lot of fun with this one, and like I said, you don't have to worry about if politicking's not your thing. This is, excuse me, this is a lot more probably gonna be more up your alley.
Did you
You
see
can
the
call it colors or pentagram or whatever you want to call it. What?
did you see the command zone played like a 10-person free for all game?
Yeah. No, dog.
I would push my
No.
thumbs into my eyes, dude. No way.
We played, was it a 6-person game?
It was something, and I think
And
you ended up
we were
just like Ice Scoop. I'm done because it would take like
we were
15
like,
minutes, 20 minutes to get to you.
oh my gosh! By the time the board came around to me, it was a whole nother world. Astro was making fun. We were talking about this on the group chat the other day, and Astro's like, "I'll never forget Chief just getting so frustrated. He just laid himself down in the floor and was like, I fucking quit.
I think
I'm
if
not
you do
proud of my
that,
act."
we need to have almost like a timer where you get 1 minute, a 1 minute
Yeah,
timer, and it only stops when you move to combat and it kicks
yeah,
on during your main phases.
yeah.
That's
I
otherwise,
agree.
if everyone's taken 5 minutes, it's almost a half an hour before it gets to you.
Yeah,
So you have to play
yeah.
speed, right? Blitz magic.
Turns go long depending on who we're playing against, anyway.
Hmm.
But yeah, no, thank you. No, too many people. I'll
Almost want to
never
make it a
do.
house rule.
Yeah, 5 people. You can do an alternate game style, or we're gonna do groups of 4, or we're gonna
Yeah,
split up and make 4 or less. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
I'm not doing that shit anymore.
No, I'm
I've
not.
learned my lessons. We're not doing that shit. Yeah, I want to dip into our mailbag here.
What's up?
Um, one
Mail
second.
call, mail call.
Mail time.
What is it? That Blues Clues thing? Was it mail time?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Trying to get my son was. I tried introducing him to Blue's Clues. Yeah, he was not impressed. Um, over on Spotify, we got Deakus Moon.
Okay.
First time commenter. Uh, for as much flack as Universes Beyond gets from Magic the Gathering player base, it was Spider-Man set that brought me back into present day Magic after more than 25 years away when I first started in middle school.
Wow.
So, first of all, thank you so much for commenting. Second of all, welcome back to the community. I know first of all, we're like barely a real podcast. We just kind of do this for funsies, right? But like, don't let us like making fun of Pizza Lands or Spider Man or whatever else like poo poo your fun. Like, if you like the Spider Man set, my biggest grief with the Spider Man set is that like they have all these Spider-Men and there's like no core theme that makes them all work. You know what I mean? Like, you can't build like a real Spider-Man deck that's just like all the Spider-Men because they don't really have anything like a core mechanic that lets them all work together. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? They have that word salad vomit ultimate cosmic Spider-Man card where it's just like all spiders have these abilities, but like I don't know. It's just it doesn't do anything for me in that regard. So
I will never yuck
if
someone's yum, but your
yeah,
boy,
go.
when it comes to investing, he has some heavy bags in Spider-Man. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I
I think
remember you
it's going
saying that.
places.
No.
I think it's going places on a financial side. Like in terms
I
of
think
a cheap box, there's plenty in stock. They're almost $100 right now, and Spider-Man is a household name.
stop selling people on
No,
Spider-Man
I'm
again.
telling you. I'm telling you.
I think when so we're getting all 6 Infinity Stones eventually. I think once all 6 are out and you have the Infinity Gauntlet, that's like if you have all 6 Infinity Stones in play, you win the game or whatever it ends up being. I all of those sets are gonna go back through the roof. You know what I mean? So
Well, the rub with Marvel, and I think we as a player base need to wrap our heads around. They are, by they, meaning Wizards, Hasbro, and Marvel, when they probably came to this agreement, they're like, hey, you need to make every superhero and villain eh, unique in that they can be their own commander, right? So if I
yeah,
wanted to make a Captain America, or if I wanted to make a Doctor Doom, they're all going to be legendaries. They're all going to have word salad on them because they want to appeal to the this set. I wouldn't even say it's for the established community of Magic the Gathering. It is to draw in outside people who,
Same as Mr. Moon here.
yeah,
Bring him back. Bring him back in. Yeah,
Spider-Man was this
absolutely.
man's jam. Magic the Gathering, Spider-Man, a thing. What is this? I'm gonna dabble. Uh,
Yeah.
the same with the warrant officer who bought the secret lairs from me. Like, it was, uh, Princess Bride is him and his wife's like favorite movie of all time. So that brought him into
Mhm.
it. As bad as everyone says, like Universes Beyond's a bad deal, it's bringing more people into a game we all love. And I think in the end,
I
we're
don't think
all going to benefit from it.
the Final Fantasy set, you know what I mean? They are estimating almost doubled the player base for Friday Night Magics as a whole. That one
Yeah.
set. And so say what you want to. You can be like, "Oh, I think Universes Beyond is stupid." Well, you know what? If it keeps printing money, they're gonna
Oh yeah.
keep doing it.
For real.
So, and and I'm saying that as somebody who is like, man, Secrets of Strixhaven was a fantastic set. Every card I've gotten from there, I'm like, wow, that was really, really cool card.
Hmm.
Really neat stuff. I None of the Marvel stuff that I've seen, I'm just like so far, other than the possibly fake card, Iron Man card. I'm just kind of like, whatever. I'm sure there's gonna be awesome stuff in the set too, but like I'm more so excited for the Hobbit set. I've already talked about it in
Yeah.
great length, and that's
Again,
another Universes Beyond set.
it's
So
more of the novelty of, hey, I'm gonna build an Iron Man deck, not necessarily that the
yeah,
mechanic of Iron Man is what I'm gonna build around. It's you're building around the character. So I mean, I like it. I like it in a way.
yeah,
But yeah, no one
um,
never yuck someone's yum. That is the moral of the story
yeah.
here.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you felt like we were saying like, "Oh, I don't like universe," you're never going to hear that from us. That's what I'm trying to say. We're big fans over here on the military grade magic team. Okay. So next thing I want to talk about real quick over on YouTube, our highest disliked video to date. Um I don't know whose ire we attracted.
Hmm.
Episode 21 over on YouTube. Quite a few people were slandering our AI slop,
Brother, let's lean
our AI
into it.
slot machine. Uh,
Keep it
I was
going,
showing
baby.
top. We were at drill when this episode dropped. So the episode dropped. Uh, Top was like, "Hey, how many views do we have?" And I looked, and it was like 15 or 20 or whatever. And it was like, "Yeah, that's about right for 24 hours after the episode dropped." I was getting ready to head home after drill was over, and I start seeing these comments of like, "AI slop is garbage. Your guys' channel. You guys should take your stuff down." Blah 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 blah. And then like our views like went up to like over 150, and I'm like, "Oh, thanks for watching our video, guys." I don't know if you when people get on our stuff on Spotify and YouTube and you take the time to say nice things or like our video, I'm just like, oh wow, that's so nice. And then when people get on and say like not so nice things like that, I'm just like, wow, you took the time to, you know what I mean? Like, oh wow, thanks.
Hey, was it
You must
bad
really
publicity
dislike our
still
stuff,
good
but
publicity?
good publicity. Thanks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's be fair here.
Mhm.
I think we make this podcast for you and I and our friends to get together to shoot the shit, to take the piss out of each other and get a few games in.
Sure.
If people want to watch, listen along, hey, I'm all game for it. Uh,
Yeah.
so if you want to, you know, donate your time, money, and resources to build us some cool graphics,
Yeah.
unpaid. I'm going to establish
Yeah, of
that
course.
unpaid.
We can't
Feel
afford
free.
that. Yeah.
I'm sure we list our email maybe in the. We need, if
Yeah.
not, we need to. We got our channel, our
Yeah.
website, militarygrademagic.com. Shoot us a thing. Let us know. You'll build us a few things. We'll
I do want
we'll
to
post them
like
on there.
put
But
some hearts
yeah.
and minds at ease. If you're worried that we are dumping out buckets of water for our data centers, we did the video montage one time of all of the AI generated stuff, just so you don't have to stare at a blank back screen during our YouTube videos. And it was a one time. We made all this stuff, and I just recycle it every video, right? Like I'm
Mhm.
not. I, if that's your concern, is that for 24 episodes now they just keep dumping out gallons of water, which my very basic understanding
You
of
know
the
what?
water cycle tells me that everything's going to be
Bet.
okay. But if it's not okay and
You know
we're
what,
actually losing
Chief?
water.
I got
Yes.
this. I
Okay.
am going to hand draw pictures,
Okay.
and episode,
This
this
episode.
episode, when it posts, it's
Hmm.
just going to be these hand drawn, and don't use any of the stuff that you made in the past, Chief, or AI made in the past. We're going to do this, and
Okay.
this is this is the future of
This is option B.
this is option B.
I also need you to record the music for this week so
they
that we don't use it.
they have Microsoft Paint still. That's still a thing, right? Or do you have to?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
baby,
Microsoft
they
Paint.
still have Microsoft Paint. We're gonna do this.
I
Yeah,
can't
I'll send
wait
you
to
some
see.
things.
Yeah,
Um,
I can't wait. I'm on literal pins and needles. Um,
but yeah. Again, any publicity is good publicity, right?
yeah, I'm not gonna take it to heart that somebody on the predominantly whatever, the internet's falling apart around us as we speak. But if you took the time to write something
You
not
know,
nice on our YouTube channel, it was just enough time to get some views in. So thank you so
I
much. We
think
appreciate
I think
it.
it's the command zone probably sending out some assassins trying to
Yeah.
get us while we're
Oh,
before we get going. You know what I'm saying?
we're on our
You know what I'm
heels.
saying?
Yeah,
I'm
for
on to
sure.
you, Josh Lee Kwai. I'm on to you.
Justly quiet. Oh man, yeah, that's the dream. We're gonna get on game nights one day,
Mm.
and then right before the episode begins, like I know you sent those
All right,
assassins, and then pull out
let's
my Yuriko deck.
let's put this on record. If you and I get on
Okay.
the command zone, if
Okay. If not
if
if when.
we're not playing some basic bitch for 1v1, we're doing an alternate game mode. We're either
Ooh.
we're doing
Okay.
Kingmaker or we're doing the enemy colors, and
Yeah. Okay.
we'll be rambunctious.
Okay.
That's what we're going to do. We're not
No
playing
doubt.
this thing, this
Well, I
1v1
was gonna
v1.
say if we go on there and that's we'll be on a team. They just won't know that we're on a team, and
Hell yeah, dude.
we'll.
Hell yeah.
What would be our perfect pairing decks is what I was wondering. I'm almost wondering if we should run infect, like both of us run infect decks together and just infect the board.
Yeah. I was thinking Obosh, like what's the most, like we do a life gain, anti-life gain. I don't know. Maybe that wouldn't be a good pairing.
See, Obosh and life gain wouldn't work good together
You
because your
know.
best cards in that deck prevent life gain.
Yeah. I don't know.
If you
We'll
were
have
gonna
to
run,
brainstorm.
yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know.
You
I
know
feel
what?
like
We
if you were
both
gonna
build
do
oops all creatures decks.
Oops All Creatures,
We both run oops all creatures, and
I think.
I took it to
You know
my
what?
local game store and I got a dub on that last weekend, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Yes. They were impressed when I was able to spill out, over 40 creatures it looked like on the I had so many creatures on the
Oh
board
man,
that it took
that
up my
deck's
entire
wild.
playmat.
I'm not surprised. I when you were at Drill, I went to my local game store and I already talked about it in length, but I'm gonna vent here and now. I sat down with complete strangers to play a game. when they were shuffling up, somebody was playing fairies. Guy across from me was playing the landfall commander from Edge of Eternities, and then the third person was playing Miss Bumbleflower to set the stage for shenanigans. And I pulled out my mono white corgi deck, and everybody was like, "I'm gonna steamroll this motherfucker." It was pretty much like the general vibe of the table. Like, this guy's gonna fucking die. And I got the loop going where I was infinite. You have to skip your combat phases.
Oh no.
And this, because there's the rhino. It's like I can't remember his name, but you get, I just kept blinking the rhino. That was like target player has to skip their next combat phase.
Mm-hmm.
And this dude was getting so mad. He was just like, "White shouldn't be playing like this." And I was like, what do you want me to do?" I was He's like, "This is the most stacksy blink deck I've ever seen." I was just like, "You'll skip your combat step and you'll skip." Anyway, I was playing all of my tricks. I was playing
I would have
as
been
long as I
like,
had
as
the
long as you're not
monarch.
swinging at me, you can have your combat.
Well, that was the thing, is I had monarch, so everybody was trying to get me and
Mm.
get their monarch or
Okay.
whatever. And uh I didn't win a single game at the LGS. But anyway, I
Made
definitely
some
drew
memories.
ire. Yeah, I made some memories, and then so I put that deck away. They were like, "Oh, I don't want to play that deck anymore," and I was like, "Okay, all right." I was like, "I'll play my cantrip deck, my Is It deck." Which I've not played on the pod yet. I'll play it here eventually. It's a lot of fun. So and I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna play cantrip." Which, for those of you who don't know, cantrip is like, it's just all like 1 and 2 drop spells, right? Just a bunch of cheap spells that don't do a whole lot, but I draw more cards anyway. This this dude looked at me and he goes, "Cantrip, huh? All right, I'm gonna pull up my slivers." And I was like, "What the fuck?" And the other
Apparently, the
guy goes,
threat assessment of cantrip is
"Yeah."
on
He was
the.
just like, I think you're right." And the other guy pulled out his Dragon deck, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" But the biggest thing that I pulled from this table, and the reason I'm bringing this up, so these people play together every Friday.
Mm.
And they've invited me back since. I'm like, "Oh, I'm in San Antonio. I'm really sorry, whatever." So I just wanted to say that, like, the bridges hasn't been burnt. But what I wanted to pull from this is this this pod is like exclusive. Like, if you don't have flying, you're gonna die. Like, everybody's running a flying deck at all times, and it was such an interesting thing to me because on our pod, if you have flying, you pretty much have free evasion for the whole game
Yes.
because most of us don't run flying or reach. These people exclusively, every deck was like built around giving your creatures flying and reach. It was such an interesting rigmarole, and I was like, I am not used
Well,
to this. This is so bizarre. But yeah, I mean, you develop to play the way your pod plays, but it was
yes.
such an interesting everyone in that pod, and so like my corgi deck is at a major disadvantage because like I didn't have any. I have some angels in there, but like it's not built around it. You know what I mean? So such an interesting little corner of the Magic field that I'm not used to playing in. So that was fun.
Well, it shows how a player in a pod can set the meta for the pod, right? So
Hmm.
if you have one player who runs nothing but flying, and one game he or she runs amok, and
Yeah.
just willfully smacks people in the face with a 4/4 or a 5/5 angel. There's like, oh, I need to have flying. So the meta, it's like a continuous feedback loop, you know?
Yep. And that was the other thing too, like the game, that corgi game, right, where I just kept stopping their combats. It was like turn 8, and they were like, "This game's going on too long," and I was like, "What are you talking? Turn 8?" I was like, "Not really," and they're like, "Oh no, we run 4, we run bracket 4. Like this, if it goes past turn 5, it's too long." And I was like, "Oh, okay." Well, I was like, "I'm not gonna win any of these games then because my decks don't win till turn 8 or 9 on my best day."
So
Um,
I make it a point to run braids when I go to my LGS and I play with a group I've never played with before. Because,
mhm.
like, hey, does people like drawing cards? Everyone draws an additional card. People like playing things for free. Everyone plays things for free. And it's just so fun to see like all these smiles, and then when I take all their shit and hit them with it, just the look of
And
astonishment
then
on their face.
Blightsteel Colossus. Yeah.
I've gotten so many like I want to make that Braids deck because that was just so fun to play against.
Yeah.
Outside of getting
I mean,
hit
that's what
with
got
a
you.
massive flying infect,
Yeah, sure.
It's I need to build more. I think group huggy, backstabby decks because I find that
What
I enjoy playing those the most.
what are the what's it called? I don't know even know what you'd call it, but like a almost like drop your guard because it's so
Mm-hmm.
non-suspecting. Yeah, for
Well,
sure.
it's like the
Backstabbing is
the
probably
Go
the right
deck,
word.
right? You know how we talked about during the threat assessment game, to where people drop the ball knowing that I'm the true menace because I'm making everyone else attack everyone else, so everyone else is pointing the finger at each other.
Right.
You know, it's so fun, so fun. People
No,
underestimate Marisi, I think. I really do.
Marchese.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't get
All
it
right,
twisted.
do we have any more comments? Was that we're on number 2.
I think those are the two that I wanted to
Okay.
talk about. For sure. I already mentioned we have like 250 views on the one on our toxic uh video. So
Mm-hmm.
thank you so much for that. That's the big stuff there. I just wanted to shout out our first time commenters.
Hey brother, this is what you need to do. So
Yeah.
when we drop this next YouTube video with my hand drawn stuff, I want you to copy and paste the link to the video to those guys and say something like
Is this what
we
you
took your
wanted?
criticism and we raise you or something like that.
Yeah.
I
Oh
don't know.
man. So
Something funny.
I uh I follow a channel. It's called New Rock Stars, and they do like they break down all the Marvel movies and shows and whatnot for you, and Star Wars and whatever. And I don't I drive a lot for my job, so I listen to people talk
Mm-hmm.
nerd stuff in the car. No big deal. Um Anyway, so these on Monday they released a video, or Tuesday because of the holiday. On Tuesday, released a video just shit talking the new Mandalorian and Grogu movie for like 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just these two guys just like, oh man, worst Star Wars movie of all time, blah, blah, blah. Well, after like 45 minutes of talking, they're like, yeah, I didn't even see it. And I was like, well, now hold on. Anyway, so then everyone like jumped their case. So they had to like they did like an apology video today, and I was just like, hey team,
The rage
maybe
culture.
before we get on the maybe we don't just badmouth the movie and not even see it first. Give them a benefit of
I'm
the
gonna
doubt.
I'm gonna ride this train here. They're not making Star Wars movies for the people who grew up with the prequels and the originals. They're making them for kids who
I want
love
to get new
them.
kids into it.
You know
Yeah,
why?
boys.
Merchandising, my friend.
Yeah,
That's where the real money's made.
it's true. Well,
Hmm.
and that's the thing. Like again, I don't want to yuck someone's yum, as you
Hmm.
say. I don't like that expression, but it's really the best one for it. Um, if you liked that movie, and again, I didn't see it. I wasn't really interested in watching it, so I didn't watch it. But if you want to watch, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna badmouth you for wanting to go see a movie.
Sure.
I would love for more good movies to come out. I'm not gonna shit talk the ones that do. But yeah, no, I agree. I don't know. We'll see. Again, I haven't seen it. I'm not gonna shit talk it. The trailer looked cool, but it wasn't enough to make me go like, I need to go see that movie. It'll be on Disney Plus in 90 days. I'll watch it then. It's kind of
Yeah.
where I'm at.
My wife and I
The back
watched a
room.
movie called Nobody. I if you like John Wick, but
Nobody. What's
think
it on?
of
Like,
it's called Nobody.
is it
It
on?
is on for free on Amazon Prime. If you have Amazon Prime, it's for free.
My favorite.
Think John Wick meets Steve. It's an
Steve.
average looking dude.
Oh, our Steve, the Steve
Yeah,
Claus.
the Steve Claus. The Steve
That's what
Claus
we
meets
call
John
a
Wick.
callback, folks. Yeah.
Yeah. Steve Claus meets John Wick. I just wanted to close that loop there.
Okay, I got it.
Nobody, watch it. It's good. It's
Okay.
really short too. It's
Speaking of
like 90
which-
minutes. It's like perfect length.
Speaking of perfect length, and we'll get ready to close out here. Did you watch the trailer that I sent you?
I did. Few comments.
Okay, so real quick, that what we're talking about, Kagurabachi is the manga that Astro and I were talking about, and I was like, why the fuck is there not an anime? And they dropped the trailer since our last video, basically saying it's coming out next April. So I'm super stoked. I'm super hyped. I want to get done with my master's class and have more free time so that I can talk more. So when this show comes out, all I'm gonna say is it's like Dragon Ball Z and uh with samurai swords. It's so fucking good. I'm gonna make you at least watch the first episode. It's so good. But all right, I want to hear your thoughts.
Art style, it looked like it was hand drawn or my
Yeah, it looks really good.
there's something about
Um,
hand drawn anime that is chef's kiss. I don't care if it takes longer to produce. To me,
yeah, agreed.
it's more visceral. Maybe it's because I'm a 90s kid and that's what I grew up with. There's something
Sure.
I truly appreciate about hand drawn animation
Yeah.
versus computer generated.
I will also say the author of Kagurabachi, he builds his fight scenes around like cool set pieces. So he's like, "Ooh, this would be a really cool thing." And it's not spoiling anything, but later on in like chapter 100, so you'll forget about it by the time it happens. There's a scene where there's a fight going on, and this character looks through the peephole of a hotel room peephole. You know,
Mhm.
where like
Mhm.
fish lens looking. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You know what I'm
Yep.
talking about?
Mhm.
You get to see a scene from the fight through that fish lens of this dude just like kicking ass in this hallway, like you said, John Wick style,
Yeah.
just fighting people in like this huge splash page. That alone is one of those things like you just like you quit reading, you're just staring at it, you're just like, oh my gosh, this is what people did when they saw the Mona Lisa the first time. It's fucking amazing. Except there's people dying, but other than that, it's so good. I'm so jazzed. Like I said, I'm gonna start a book club on Kagurabachi when the anime drops, and we'll talk more about it closer to time and when the anime actually comes out. But I'm super stoked. So yeah, good time.
Make Dragon Ball great
Noah.
again. Bring back hand drawn animation.
Ooh. Speaking of
gonna-
Dragon Ball, I
Yeah.
think we're getting another Dragon Ball anime this fall. Rumor mill? I don't know.
Movie or series?
Yes, both.
Oh.
They're redoing the Dragon Ball Super movies. I don't know why. They're not that old. They're redoing those, and then they're gonna restart like not restart, but they're gonna resume the anime because the manga kept going.
Hmm.
I guess they've
After the
decided
Boo
to put it up.
saga? Or what? We talking Z or what?
I'm talking about Super. So the Super
Oh.
anime. So it stopped at the Tournament of Power.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna resume it. So the next bad guy is like the best way to describe him is like Galactus from Marvel, where like he consumes the life force of planets, and kind
To
of like
think
Cell would.
Raditz was the big bad at one time.
I know, right? So you know how like Cell was like going around absorbing people,
Yeah.
and like people would like sense his power level, and it's like a million little power levels all together,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
There's this scene early on, and I remember when this manga was coming, when the chapters were dropping monthly, and I remember like reading this and being like, Dragon Ball is going to be the best fucking thing on TV again when this finally airs. And then
Okay.
they kind of fumbled the ending. But there's a scene that gave me like Obi-Wan Kenobi from the Death Star when he's just like, I just heard a million voices cry out in a single moment and then they
Mhm.
were gone. Goku has that moment with a planet that this guy just fucking eats all the life force of this planet in like one go.
Brother,
But he's like,
Broly destroyed a galaxy in one go.
yeah, but like this dude just like his presence on the earth, he just like sucked him dry, which
Mhm.
pause. But he just completely like took all their energy and he does magic, so like Goku and Vegeta are like fighting him and he just like you can't turn Super Saiyan anymore. And so they
Expecto
have to fight him
Patronum.
in the yeah, and he has to fight them in their base form, so they have to like get creative. I don't know. I really jived with it. I liked it a lot. It was a good time.
I think they need
The
a power level reset in that show. Something
I
fierce.
agree. My biggest fan theory, and it'll never happen. But my biggest fan theory has always been that they need to make it so we're like Goku and Vegeta find out that God Key is like evil. They need to stop using God Key, and that like resets them back to the Buu saga because everything after in Super is like them trying to learn and master God Key to make themselves stronger. So like, ooh, God Key's actually bad. Like blah 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 blah. I don't know, whatever. Then we can go back and be like, okay, well let's do this instead. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Are we gonna get that? No, they're gonna make a green Super Saiyan or whatever. There'll
A
be something
magenta.
new. Well, that's already happened in the manga.
Oh.
Vegeta goes Super Saiyan purple, Ultra Ego, as they call it.
Mm. I don't
So
know.
Ultra
I really
Ego
wish they would
Vegeta.
do a retcon or something.
So
Maybe
Ultra
a
Ego Vegeta is every time he takes damage, the amount of damage it's like a pain packer ability. So like however much damage he takes, he can put that much more into his next attack. So like Vegeta, he goes into this form and he just tells the bad guy he's fighting. He's just like, let's see if this new ability works. Wail on me, and he just lets this dude beat the shit out of him. He goes, all right, final flash, and he just throws it all back at him, just like obliterates him. It's like that's cool shit. I like that a lot. I
it's
like that.
funny.
Like for somebody who can just take a lot of damage, like Vegeta, like you can turn that into a weapon. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
I'm all for it.
I haven't been really into the watching episode by episode since I'm gonna say the Boo saga. And
Okay.
even when he went Super Saiyan 3, it really didn't have the impact
You talking about
that
Goku
yeah.
going
No,
Super
I'm
Saiyan
talking
3?
transformations here. So
Okay.
when you see Super Saiyan 3 for the first time, like to me, it it still didn't have like okay, you now have like what it looks like aside. I'm talking about him going above and beyond, right? Uh
I think what
going
it was is that he didn't tap in, he didn't figure it out right. It was like, "Ooh, I had this in my bag the whole time and I chose to use it right." You know what I mean? Like it was like
there was no
yeah,
consequence on how he got it.
yes,
To where when
exactly.
Goku got Super Saiyan for the first time, it's because Krillin died.
Yep.
When Gohan goes Super Saiyan 2 for the first time, it's because he realizes through the death of Android 16 or is it 18
16. Yep. 16.
that sometimes violence is the answer to prevent something worse from happening and to be
Yes.
like, hey, brother, sometimes you have to carry that bag and you have to be
Yeah.
that guy. Like it's a coming of age story.
Yeah.
And
My inactions have
yes,
led to the
yeah.
death of somebody,
Mm-hmm,
and if I
mm-hmm.
want to prevent that, I have to step
And
up.
and
Yes.
it hit the gut like I get chills like man, you
Yeah.
almost get like teary-eyed because the emotion behind it. When he went Super Saiyan 3, I didn't feel it. You know,
Yeah.
it didn't hit that gut. It didn't like hit on like a spiritual level if you really want to go that deep.
Yeah.
Do the new transformations like I don't know. Again, I don't watch episode by episode, but are they hitting as hard as those
So
first two did?
So Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Blue, just hard no. They don't hit at all. But I
Okay.
will say when Goku taps into Ultra Instinct during the
Mhm.
Tournament of Power,
With Jiren,
so
right? He's
with
fighting
Jiren.
Jiren. Okay.
He's fighting Jiren. There's a whole 2-part episode where he's fighting Jiren, and he throws the super spirit bomb at him, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the dude blinks it away, like literally blinks his eyes and throws the spirit bomb back at him. Goku gets hit by his own attack. Everyone thought he killed it, like it killed him from being hit by his own spirit bomb. Goku shows up, not talking, looks like he's in his base form, and he's like all of a sudden like tapping into like speed and feats that we've never seen before. And I remember, and when I was watching that for the first time, I remember being like, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but this fucking slaps. And every time he'd tap into it, he was like, he would like lose his memory, and he's like, I don't know and like people would ask him afterwards, like, what was that? And he goes, I don't know. And like it was just like this huge mystery box of like, what the fuck is it? You know what I mean? So like he finally, spoilers, he taps into it all the way and like figures it out and saves the day, and it was awesome.
Okay.
But like I don't know, that was like us watching him over the course of like 30 episodes try to figure out, and it felt real because it was like, yeah, if you were trying to go through a power up in the middle of a battle, yeah, you would have to figure that shit out in the middle. You know what I mean? Like, oh, there's a step above. Let me figure it out, and I fuck up, and I kind of get there, and I fuck up again.
Yep.
Anyway, I don't know. Just the learning curve of mid battle. It was really really good.
Yeah.
Mild other tangent. Still on my Bleach journey. Finally made it through another patch of filler. So the main character just had his Super Saiyan moment where someone shot him in the chest, and then he like wakes up, and he's like the love interest. She's just like, I need you, and like from the like he like does this like demon scream and like wait and like unconscious of his own actions, like lets his inner demons overtake him and power his body. Brother, there is nothing in anime. There's nothing more satisfying to me than when people like get the oh shit look on their face, like, oh, that guy's moving a lot faster than he was a minute ago. He went to swing at him, and he like the main character just catches his arm and breaks it off like a fucking twig, and I was like, oh, I live for these moments. These are peak anime moments to me.
Okay.
So I wish I looked it up. Somebody did the math. 45% of Bleach is filler. That's too much fucking filler. So I hope one day they go back and redo it, and it's just like a Dragon Ball Kai thing, where it's just the story, some sharpen up the edges a little bit on the anime, but
yeah,
it is
sometimes
good.
less is
I am
more.
enjoying. Yeah, you don't have to. I'm really, so the reason I'm doing this is so in July, so next month, by the time this episode comes out, July is like the final part of, so the anime got canceled, and they never finished animating the last battle. So the final battle, the final part of the final battle is being animated this summer.
Okay.
It's coming. So the goal is to get caught up and like watch the ending. If we keep up on the trend that we're doing right now, I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking in for it. Like, let's go. So when it's good, it's great, and when it's filler, it's like, oh, cool. I'll scroll on my phone while this is going
Oh my goodness.
on. Anyway, all right. I'm all tapped out top. I've talked all my anime and nerd fill. I got it off my chest. I can go back to studying for my school now. Thank you
got
so
your
much.
reset button?
Yeah, my button has been reset.
Okay.
My brain is no longer I'll have to relearn everything for my test on Monday, but other than that, I'll be fine.
Okay. What do we have for future episodes? I'm blanking right now. Do we have anything
So
in
we're
the
waiting on the
queue?
Marvel set. So once the Marvel set, once they do their leaks, or not leaks, spoiler season is what they call it. Once their spoiler season is completed, we can do our new set draft with Moose. So that'll either be next week or the week after, depending on when that ends up being. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe the pre-release is happening the week of Juneteenth. So
Okay.
more than likely the week prior to the pre-release, they'll be doing the spoiler
Okay.
season. So leading up to that, other topics on my docket here, I want to do a mana curve episode at some point, but I know there's going to be a lot of setup and prep for that. Mana curve, for those of you that don't haven't looked into that, huge implications on how you play your decks. You can have the best deck in the pod, but if you don't understand your mana curve, you're gonna play your deck wrong, is what
You
I'm trying to
mean
say.
having a deck full of 6 CMC and higher is not the play?
Well, I think that's part of the conversation, is how to build your deck so you have a certain mana curve. But just to give a little bit of a preview, so if you have a 3 CMC commander, you want your mana curve, you know how your deck's running, right? You
Mhm.
want your mana curve to be to the left of that, so you can play. You don't want a bunch of 3 CMC spells if you want your commander to come out on turn 3, right? You don't want to have a bunch of 3 CMC spells that are where you're missing your commander drop, or you know what I mean? Does that make
Yep.
sense?
Mhm.
You
Mhm.
understand what so
Mhm.
that's where we're going at with this. And if you're like, what the fuck is he talking about? We're gonna do an episode on it at some point. Don't you worry. Trying to think other major things I want to do an episode on. I am Lincoln right now. Do you got anything you want to do? Your
No,
burning
but
heart's desires?
once the dust settles after, PMEs and transfers and whatever, I think what would be
Spoilers.
fun is there's this game on Steam called Card Hunter, I believe. It is a like a tabletop D&D like thing where you play a role and you make a deck and a character, and I think doing uh an
Let's
episode a
play.
week, like a let's play where we do
Okay.
like one or two dungeons, and then we
Is
we,
it
we
two
release it.
person? Can we play
It's
together?
multiple people. You can have, I think,
Hell
up to 4
yeah.
people. It's a lot of fun.
Okay.
But
All right.
and it's free. I believe it is free.
Oh, that's my
There's
favorite.
um it's one of those games to where you once you get to a certain point, if you're not paying into it, you won't progress any further, kind of a bit. But it's a lot of fun leading up to that point, and I haven't played it since our first mode. Me and my friends back home, we would jump on and play a game or two every
Okay.
week, and I think that
Yeah.
would be something a little different, something a little fun, to where maybe we can
I was gonna
sit
say,
back, drink some coffee. Mhm.
to quote my wife, our best episode so far is by and large been the radio episode. She's like, "Oh, that was actually good when you guys aren't talking about magic." So maybe that's when you stop talking
Yeah.
about magic.
No. Just
Yeah. No,
I
I'm
think that would be
down.
a lot of fun doing something a little like
Yeah.
that. And another thing, I'll talk to you offline about this. I'll block this out. What I would like to do is maybe do a segment where we invite a military person on and they tell us, like, how did you get into the army? What's been your
Yeah.
experience like? Have you played magic in the army? Like, what's been your experience like? Not
Yeah. No, I
maybe
would love
someone
to do that.
outside of our group of friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I would
I,
love to eventually get to uh where we have a big enough reach where people that we don't know, we get to meet new people,
yes.
which would be awesome. To hear their stories, play magic with them. That would be if I don't care if we ever make money on this, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if we can get to hang out with other military people and play
Yeah.
magic with them, that would be my ideal.
And that's why I'm trying to get to know this Warren off. He's older than us. I mean, I think he did like 4 or 5 tours. He's active duty. He's done like 4 or 5 tours, like in Iraq and
Oh, wow.
Afghanistan. So he's been around a minute. He was talking about MOBs back in 09, 08 and things. I'm like, oh, I wasn't even in the military yet at that time.
Yeah, you've
And-
seen some shit.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna roll the outro music here. We'll call her a day. And
Yeah.
how many more quick how many more janitor closets we got left until we crescendo
Oh,
that one?
brother. We're not even halfway through yet.
Oh, okay.
We got plenty of time.
All right, so more janitors closets on the way.
We got more janitor's closet coming your way. Either next week or the week after, or this next episode or the one after. I'll give you guys an idea of what the movie's like too.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right, nobody watch it. It's on Amazon Prime. It's free. Fantastic.
Nobody. Yeah.
Mhm.
And go and watch the Kagurabachi trailer.
Put that in the
All right,
description below.
Yeah. All right, we'll see y'all later. Bye.
Bye.
Ancient tombs, the powerful decks, guiding me to where the artifacts lie. Through trials and battles, I'll never give in. For the magic is my sin. In the shadowed corners where darkness lies, I find the knowledge, the power that I prize. With each victory, I feel the magic flow. As a mage, I'll continue to grow until I stand alone. Across the battlefield, my path is clear. With spells and creatures, I conquer with a cheer. The ancient secrets now within my reach. In the realm of magic, my destiny to teach. In the realm of magic, down to my last turn. Win or lose, one of us will burn. I reach toward my library, no cards in my hand. Whoa! Untap, up, keep, draw. With a flick of my wrist, I cast the spell. Summon creatures and my power swell. In the realm of magic, I'll rise above.